Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex here. Today we are here with more MotoGP 2015. Here we are for the Indianapolis Grand Prix. One of many United States Grand Prix, it seems, over in MotoGP over the last few years. But anyway, lots are out and away we go here. You can see just in front of us on the right hand side, Pol Espargaro's had a terrible qualifying. Alright, sorry, that's not Pol Espargaro. Maybe it's a little bit further up the order, but it looked like Pol Espargaro had a terrible qualifying. But maybe I'm getting my riders mixed up a little bit here. Yeah, I think that's a bit embarrassing. Awkward. Oh, Bradley Smith's gone down there. What's that? Do you have contact with me or someone behind it? I'm not 100% sure there, but in 12th position now in this Indianapolis Grand Prix here. Bradley Smith has dropped down the field a little bit there. I don't know what happened there. I didn't think I did anything wrong, but by the way of this career mode, everything seems to go against me. But anyway, 11th position now. Past a few more guys, and Petrucci, can we get past him around the outside? Maybe, maybe not. Down here. Oh, there's a big mistake there. That is going to be the flashback time. Oop, oop, doop, doop. There we go. Back onto the bike, magically. And now Pol Espargaro is the next person side by side with him. He didn't have such an awful qualifying after all. Maybe I was just being a bit crazy. Down the inside of, or down the outside of him, down the inside maybe a crutch light. No, that's not going to work out there. And Pol Espargaro is coming back on us here. He doesn't like the fact that I was saying that he had a bad qualifying, and he's trying to get back past us once again. Crowd Crutchlow on the inside here, side by side stuff here. Alex Espargaro is just in front of us as well, but now we've gone past him. We've run extremely wide. I think Cal Crutchlow is going to go through as well. Yes, he has. It's side by side stuff with Cal Crutchlow here. We're going to go down the inside of him and Espargaro as well. Espargaro was really slow through that corner, and it sort of caught me out a little bit there. So that is us into 7th position now, heading across the finish line any second now. Marquez leads Rossi, Lorenzo, Pedrosa, Iannone and Dovizioso. You could say Dovizioso normally up there battling top 4, so he's having a not so good race for himself here in 6th position. But it looks like he's going side by side with Iannone just in front of us here, and he's looking to try and get past there. This is the part of the track I don't like, at least. This is where it goes sort of back on itself so quickly. It's kind of hard for me to get the bike turned in, but it is what it is. But anyway, they're still going side by side in front of us here. Both of those Ducatis going side by side, and hopefully that's going to give me an opportunity to get past one of them quickly here. But Dovizioso has been overtaken by Iannone once again. They're going side by side, and they're so close to each other here. What am I doing? That is not the right line whatsoever. But hopefully all this action between these two Ducatis can get me past them quite quickly here. Down the inside, maybe looking down the inside here, and Pedrosa. I let off there to let Pedrosa back through because that was a huge mistake on my part. I just braked a little bit too late, and Pedrosa was just sort of there. But yeah, I let Pedrosa pass, but he slowed through the corner, and we get past him once again. So into the top 4 now. Can we get into the top 3 and onto the podium with 1 lap to go? But it's that mistake once again. Pedrosa's going to go through, is he? No, we briefly did go behind him there, but we didn't actually see him ahead of us due to the camera angle. So anyway, down the back straight now. Can we get into the lead of this race? Well, it's going to be quite tough, obviously, because they've got they've got the same bikes as here, or well, you could say that the Yamahas are actually probably faster than us. So the fact that Marquez is leading this race is good for us here, but and also good in terms of the championship, obviously, because he's up there as well. So this should be pretty interesting. Last lap of this race here. Can we get onto the podium and help ourselves back into the championship lead? Well, that in itself is going to be quite tough. But Lorenzo currently, was he leading the championship or was it Rossi? I can't remember now, but one of those two was leading the championship, and they're running really close to each other. Marquez has got a big old lead here. It's going to be tough for us to overcome him in the lead of this race here, but we could definitely get 2nd place here, and that could close some ground to the two Yamahas at the top of this championship. But Lorenzo currently behind Rossi. You would say Rossi was the slower rider, at least in the game. Down the inside and moving up into 2nd position. Yes, all good. Braked quite well there. So Rossi, I did not expect him there whatsoever there. I was just going through my racing line. Rossi sort of appeared, and there's no way I could avoid that accident in the end there. So Rossi ending up getting involved in an accident which I could not avoid there because I was just taking my line, and he appeared there. So right, can we do this with a few corners to go here? It's literally the run to the start-finish line here. We've got to have a good enough run. It's going to be side-by-side stuff with Marc Marquez here, but we've had a really good run through that final corner up to the start-finish line. Is he going to slipstream us? Yes, he is. He's right behind us here. Who's going to get it across the line? We just about win the Indianapolis Grand Prix there. That is a great way to bounce back from a terrible result in Germany last time. So That is great. 0.3 of a second ahead of Marquez in the end there. Rossi dropped to 7th position after crashing into me with a few corners to go. So that is good for us for the championship, I suppose, at least. It moves us, obviously. It should move us back into the championship lead. We'll see in a second here. Lorenzo, where he's in the championship, he was in the championship. I can't exactly remember. But yeah, good race. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm sure we'll switch to the screen. Here we are. 4 points ahead now of Lorenzo. Rossi is 11 points behind. Thanks for watching. It's been Alex. Goodbye.